gentlemen, let me start with something most men never hear. The average American man at 55 has 33% lower testosterone than his father did at the same age. And the shocking part is this: age is not the cause, it's the way you move and the exercises you were told to do. Most men over 50 think they need heavy weights, long gym sessions, or high-intensity workouts to boost testosterone. But research shows these routines often crash your hormones, spike cortisol, and drain your energy. But here's the good news: your body is not broken, your testosterone isn't gone, it's simply locked behind a few weak or inactive muscle chains that control blood flow, pelvic power, and hormonal signaling. And today, I'm going to show you 5 simple exercises that can boost your testosterone 3 times faster than traditional workouts, because they target the exact systems modern men stop using after 40: the glutes, the hips, the spine, and the pelvic floor. I'm Dr. Helen Carter, men's health and performance coach, and I can tell you this with certainty. When you restore circulation and activate the right muscles, your testosterone wakes up. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from and how old are you? I want to know who I'm coaching today. Exercise 1, hip thrust. We begin with the most important movement for men over 50, the hip thrust. If there is one muscle group directly tied to your testosterone, circulation, posture, and pelvic power, it's your glutes. Weak glutes are one of the top hidden causes of low testosterone after 50. Years of sitting shut down your posterior chain, the engine that drives blood flow to the pelvis and sends powerful hormonal signals through your lower body. That's why this exercise is non-negotiable. Here's how to do it. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the ground, about hip-width apart. Let your arms rest by your sides. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press your heels into the floor, tighten your core, and slowly lift your hips toward the ceiling. Don't rush the motion. Imagine peeling your spine off the ground one vertebra at a time. When your hips reach the top, pause for 2 full seconds and squeeze your glutes as hard as you can, as if you're trying to crack a walnut between them. Then slowly lower your hips back down until your lower back gently touches the floor again. What you should feel is a strong, deep contraction in your glutes, a stretching sensation across the front of your hips, and a warm, pulsing feeling in your lower pelvis. That warmth is blood flow returning to an area that's been sleeping for years. When you activate your glutes, you increase pelvic circulation, reduce tension around the prostate, improve blood supply to the testes, and stabilize your lumbar spine, which lowers cortisol, one of testosterone's biggest enemies. Wake up your glutes, and your hormones will wake up with them. Exercise 2, squat hold. Now that your glutes are activated, we move to a movement that triggers one of the strongest hormonal responses for men over 50. The squat hold isometric holds can create a stronger hormonal pulse than traditional weight training. When your body holds tension without movement, it increases neural drive, muscle recruitment, and nitric oxide production. 3 pillars for testosterone, blood flow, and erection quality. Here's how to do it. Stand with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width, toes turned out just a bit. Take a deep breath in, brace your core, and push your hips back like you're sitting into a chair. Stop at a comfortable angle. You don't need to go deep? Then hold. Lift your chest, lengthen your spine, push your knees gently apart, and breathe slowly through your nose. Stay still and stay calm. You should feel a slow burn in your thighs, a deep engagement in your glutes, and a tightening sensation across your lower core. This internal pressure tells your nervous system you're lifting, even without movement. Your androgen receptors become more sensitive, nitric oxide spikes, pelvic circulation improves, and your stabilizing muscles fire in unison. For men over 50, this creates a safe, potent hormonal wave. When your legs hold steady, your hormones rise. Exercise 3, spinal wave extension. With your lower body fully activated, We restore the part of your body that controls everything beneath it, your spine. If the hips are the engine, the spine is the signal tower. Stiffness in the mid-back and lower spine suppresses testosterone by elevating cortisol and blocking pelvic circulation. This simple movement wakes it back up. Here's how to do it. Get down on all fours with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, lift your chest forward and gently arch your lower back, letting the movement start from your pelvis and travel up your spine. Then, reverse the motion, round your back from the pelvis upward, creating a smooth wave through your entire spine. Move slowly and deliberately, letting each vertebra follow the next. No forcing, no jerking. You should feel a gentle wave traveling from your hips through your mid-back, releasing tension you didn't know you were holding. You may notice warmth spreading through your lower back and pelvis. That's circulation returning to tissues that have been stagnant for years. A mobile spine lowers cortisol, frees the nerves that control pelvic function, and improves blood flow to the areas responsible for hormone production. When your spine moves better, your hormones communicate better. Exercise 4. Frog Hip Opener. Now that your spine is moving freely again, we open the area that controls your circulation, mobility, and hormonal rhythm, your hips. Tight hips are one of the most common hidden reasons men over 50 struggle with low testosterone and poor erections. When the deep hip muscles lock up, they restrict blood flow and create constant tension on the pelvic floor. This exercise releases that tension and gives your hormones room to breathe. Here's how to do it. Start on all fours, then slowly slide your knees outward. Turn your toes out behind you and keep your ankles in line with your knees. Lower your forearms to the ground and let your hips sink back slightly. Take slow breaths. On every exhale, allow the muscles in your inner thighs and hips to soften. You are not forcing anything. You are allowing your body to open. You should feel a deep, steady stretch through your inner thighs and a releasing sensation at the base of your pelvis. Many men feel warmth in the lower abdomen or groin. That's blood moving into tissue that has been tight and under-oxygenated for years. When you open the hips, you reduce pelvic floor tension, increase blood supply to the reproductive organs, and improve delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the tissues responsible for hormone output. A relaxed pelvis supports higher testosterone and stronger erections. Exercise 5. Farmer's March. With your hips open and your pelvis carrying blood the way it should, we finish with a movement that reconnects your legs, your core, and your hormonal rhythm. The Farmer's March. This exercise wakes up the pathways men over 50 stop using: coordination, hip drive, and pelvic stability. Here's how to do it. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart and your shoulders relaxed. Brace your core slightly. Lift your right knee up to hip height. Pause, then lower it with control. Switch to the left knee and repeat. Imagine you're marching in slow motion with full control. Keep your spine tall, your chest open, and your glutes lightly engaged as your knee comes up. You should feel your core stabilizing, your hips lifting smoothly, and your glutes firing each time you raise a leg. The coordination between your left side, right side, pelvis, and spine improves with every repetition. This marching pattern restores the connection between your brain and your pelvis, improves hormone signaling, boosts blood flow, and activates deep stabilizers that support healthy testosterone output. To multiply the results of everything you just did, we finish with a short breathing pattern to lower cortisol and increase oxygen flow. Most men don't have a testosterone problem, they have a stress problem. When cortisol stays high, your body shuts down hormone production. This breathing reset keeps you in the optimal state for growth and hormone balance. Stand or sit tall. Relax your shoulders. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for a brief pause. Exhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Keep the breath soft and smooth. Repeat for 5 cycles. Feel your belly expand on every inhale and soften on every exhale. You're teaching your nervous system that it's safe, and when your body feels safe, testosterone rises. Gentlemen, what you just did wasn't a workout. It was a reset. You reactivated the muscles that carry your testosterone, opened the hips that support your circulation, freed the spine that controls your nervous system, and brought your body back into the posture of a strong, capable man. Most men over 50 don't lose hormones. They lose function. And today, you took it back. Testosterone doesn't fade because of age. It fades because the systems that support it shut down from stress and stiffness. When you restore those systems, your hormones respond quickly. Commit to this routine for 7 days. You will feel the difference in your posture, your energy, and your mornings. Your body is built to recover. All it needs is the right signals. Before you go, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? And how old are you? I read every single one.